What up, AbNation, and welcome to AbNation TV. I'm your boy Ab. So let's talk about Kevin McCall, right? You know, the guy who produced Deuces, BS, Strip, like those classic hits. Not gonna lie, those were good hits. Not gonna lie, right? Um. So recently, cried on the podcast that he's on EBT, right? That he sold a catalog of 500K, paid 250 on the house for his mom. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? You buy a house for your mama, right? And then somehow he ended up in jail because of like whatever reason, like all for nothing, right? So pretty much, right? Um. You out here crying about that you have EBT, crying about let me just hold it for 25K. Come on, man. Like I made you. Right? Come on, like bro. 10 years ago, you had beef with Chris Brown. You were saying that Chris Brown like pretty much used you, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Like pretty much you was kicking him when he was down. Like you was like talking down when he's down. And when I said down, I mean like from 2011, well 2010, all the way to 2016. You can say that 2016. He was blackballed. Well, majority on the 2010s, he was blackballed. Like he was blackballed like most of his career. What do you do? Kick him when he's down. And when hurt somebody, like destroy somebody, their career, right? When they were down and hustling and struggling, and his colleagues are looking at you, why would I want to work with a guy like him when he treat Chris Brown like that? You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? Like, why would I put myself out? Like, I'm talking about other artists. You're just a producer, right? But you could have other people that you could work with. You know why you was blackballed as yourself? Because you put yourself in there. You out here talking negative about Chris Brown, right? And then the other artists like be like, damn. He's really talked down to the man who's like, the Michael Jackson of this era. So if he could do like a guy like Chris Brown, what make you think he's gonna do that to me? Right? You fumbled that bag for that, right? So that's not Chris Brown's fault, that's your fault. Two, what is the one thing a black person always struggling in this industry? Read your freaking contract. Learn your catalog. Learn about the business. But you didn't. So don't put this on Chris Brown. Put this on you. Right? Oh, you could have, Chris Brown forgive you because he did forgive many of his albums. Like, for example, Drake. Like, Drake's the guy who stole his girl. But he forgave Drake. He could have forgive you. He could have rocked with you. But you talked down on his daughter. Oh, shit, that gotta hurt. And you thought that he's gonna, be the little angel that he is and help you sweep up your pain. You really think so? You really think so? Like, here's the thing. When you're beef with somebody, right? This is to everybody. When you're beef with somebody, there's certain rules you have to apply. Do not bring family involved. That's the biggest number one. Do not bring no family involved between your petty bullshit beef. Right? That's one thing. Why would you bring daughter? Like you can bring your child into this all you want, but bring somebody else's child? You effed up. You wrong for that, and you know you're wrong for that. You know you're wrong for that, that's on you. Oh, here's the thing. You know what's so funny? You said that you pretty much revived his career. Let me tell you something. You can you could be like a different producer. Any producer could revive a career, but Chris Brown revived his career on his own. People don't look at Kevin McCall. People look at Chris Brown. They don't type Kevin McCall. They type Chris Brown. They don't give a damn about your name. The reason why he career was revived because his name and his talent and his voice and what he brings to the table in the music industry and his fan base. They love him. He already famous way before you. So, like I said, those hits you were saying that make him big, made him grim. Did you make the residual? The 1111, the one, the album? Did you make that album? Nah, bro. You know, if Chris Brown didn't have being a blackball, he could have won multiple Grammys, and you know that. You know that because why? He won many AMS award, he won VMS award, he won BET award, he won so many awards, but he stopped showing up the awards that he's still winning. So he don't give a damn about award show. You worry about Grammy. I don't care why y'all are worried about too much about Grammy. You literally have Young Thug, out here publicly on Twitter telling you that he got you about 25K and he got you. Because he saw your sympathy crying as out here on the podcast in front of millions on the internet. And here's the thing, I don't shame men who cry, but when it comes to you, I'm a shame on you because shame on you, try to manipulate the fans to make Chris Brown look like he's a bad person when you did wrong, when you did him dirty, when you bring yourself down and brought, his kids involved. So, and when it comes to Young Thug, he should never involve. He should mind his own damn business. You don't know what the heck is going between you and Chris Brown. Oh, Chris Brown is so busy, like you should know. He's so busy, yeah, he posts on his freaking story, clowning on your ass. That's what you mean. Like, you burn bridges. You really burn bridges, and he called you bro. He had time to talk about that. Yeah, he's busy, all right. Young Thug need to mind his own damn business. He need to focus on Gunna. If he's Mr. Fix everybody. He needs to fix himself. Young Thug need to fix himself. And here's the thing. We need to understand that women don't know how to take accountability. They are very delusional. And we all know that. But you are delusional, Kevin. You didn't take accountability for your own action. You don't. And that's so sad. Call yourself a black man. You put the black man into shame. That name, you put the shame into the black man in the community. That's sad. Like, that is sad. I don't downgrade people like that, but people like you who, for the action that you made, don't deserve to be around the community like that. No. That's what Chris Brown, like don't give a damn about you. Oh, there was a post to say that, a producer, a writer could write anything, whatever, yeah. But the question, who's gonna sing like me? Who's gonna rap like me? Who's gonna be like me? And number one, the brand like him. Like I said, you could make him, right? Why can't you make yourself? You have all this more than 10 years to build yourself. You didn't. You didn't build yourself up. All you are is Chris Brown's sidekick. A guy who does, a little producer of, juices. You are most well known as a juices guy. Now I'm gonna your verse is dope, but you're trash. So comment below how you feel about it, man. How you feel about the Chris Brown, Kevin McCall thing? Comment below how you feel about it.